Wait, shh, just watch, just watch. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the oomph from that gameplay. That's right, the oomph. What do I mean by this? Well, here's the gameplay from Guardians of the Galaxy for some contrast, because you can't really appreciate the good without the ass-tastic to contrast it with. Do you see how weak these weapons feel? There's no oomph to them. What damage are these flimsy, limp-dick weapons gonna inflict? It's like you're tickling the enemy's balls with these bullets. They have no power whatsoever. There's no audio or visual feedback to make the weapons satisfying to play with, like there is in Callisto. In Callisto, the weapons have weight to them. There's recoil. They sound powerful, like thunder. Like they're made for inflicting death upon these foes. These bullets damn sure ain't tickling nobody's balls. Now maybe the screen shake and weapon kick are a bit excessive, but you get the point. You can see their limbs being blasted the fuck off. You can see them flinch when they get shot. You can see the bullet damage where you shoot them. You can feel the same sense of impact and power in the melee as well. And that makes the gameplay so much more satisfying because that audio and visual feedback creates a hell of a combo. It arouses a dopaminergic response from the neodendritic alpha-limbic pathway in your brain. And I can't explain it, but it's like this. It's like... I don't know why this feature gets overlooked so often. Like other games that do this well to varying degrees are Red Dead Redemption, The Last of Us, the Resident Evil 2 remake, and Max Payne 3. I also love how in Red Dead 2, the enemies act accordingly to where they're shot. Like if you shoot them in the legs, they'll fall down. If you shoot them in the neck, they'll start bleeding out. But most games don't pay enough attention to this audio and visual feedback. But even games as amazing as the Uncharted series or Bioshock Infinite, there's no oomph here. In fact, there's negative oomph. And that's why the gameplay in these games isn't as satisfying as it could be. Guardians is the one I played most recently, and I was so disappointed with it because this game is so well made. But I couldn't get through it since the gameplay is just unbearably bad. And that's mainly due to how unsatisfying your blasters feel to use. And obviously this isn't a mature rated game, so I'm not even saying that you need to put a lot of blood or anything like that. Just create some sort of sound effect, some sort of visual feedback. Just make the weapons feel satisfying to use. Some punch to it, some oomph to make them fun to play with. That's all it is at the end of the day, just make it more fun to play with.
Oh, but you know, the weapons are supposed to feel weak as shit to encourage you to use your teammates in combat.
Just shut up.
Why'd you do that?
I'm telling you, if they kept everything the same in terms of the gameplay loop, but just made the weapons feel more satisfying to use by incorporating that audio and visual feedback that I'm talking about to make the weapons feel powerful, and that would make the game so much more fun to play because you would get that satisfying feedback constantly, so you'd be able to look past the repetitiveness of the general gameplay loop. Actually, just watch this short 30-second clip from this video, because this guy actually does a better job of explaining what I'm trying to explain.
You might think that watering plants is boring, and you'd be right, but Stardew makes it immensely satisfying. When you do, the plants shake a little, you see the ground change colour, and you get this awesomely satisfying little sound effect. It's not much, but these crisp, meaty sounding effects really do add a touch of feedback for doing chores that makes them, well, less of a chore.